is the creator and sustainer of the universe. He's loving, just, and merciful. But sometimes he cannot always be there. So, what do we do then? To emphasize God's role in guiding, nurturing, and disciplining humanity is the benevolent and caring Father. As you have seen in our last episode, which talk about a lovely father and son relationship. This entire series is dedicated to the Father God concept, a little like the Mother Goddess, which underscores the intimacy and trust in the relationship between believers and the divine and between fathers and their children. Welcome to the Bookbibuli podcast. 12-year-old Aru Shah often tells tales to fit in with her more affluent classmates, who vacation in exotic locations while she spends her breaks at the Museum of Ancient Indian Art and Culture, where her mother works as an archaeologist. To impress her peers, Aru falsely claims that the museum's lamp of Bharat is cursed. But her three classmates challenge her to prove it. Aru lights the lamp and releases a demon. To reverse the curse now, Aru must find the reincarnation of the 5 Pandava brothers from Mahabharata. And to discuss this interesting book with us, we have Sudhira with us today. Hello, Sudhira.
I am Sudhira and I am 10 years old. I love reading books and I am here to talk about the book Aru Shah and the End of Time. I adore Roshini Chokshi's writing that is both humorous and interesting, which makes it unputdownable. Aru Shah and the End of Time is one of my favorite books and I would like to share with you some of the interesting bits in this story.
Well, I don't think it made sense how much Aru lied to make herself look impressive. Some of it I can understand, but saying that you're royalty, that's a little too off the charts. I believe she just had the annoying 12-year-old syndrome. No?
Aru badly wanted to fit in her new school, but as she didn't have such a grand background as most of her friends, she lied to everyone to make herself look impressive. Sometimes people exaggerate their stories to get attention, especially if they feel lonely or out of place. It might seem a bit too much, but it's also a way to show that she's trying to cope with her feelings. I totally get what you're saying about Aru's wild stories. It might seem over the top, but it's also a way for Aru to cope with her feelings.
Aru and Mini are very different from their incarnations. Yudhishthir did not know that much about diseases, and Arjun wasn't as good at lying, and both of them never got Vajra or Didi. But they have changed the weapons. Interesting, was it not?
I think that Aru and Mini got different weapons because their personalities are different than Arjuna and Yudhishthira. For example, Aru was not patient enough to learn bow and arrow like Arjuna, and Mini, unlike Yudhishthira, loved to learn about diseases. I also think that the author changed the weapons to make Aru and Mini's adventures more exciting and unique. Giving them different abilities and tools helps show that they're their own people, not just copies of their previous incarnations. It makes their journey feel fresh and tailored to their personalities.
And as to the two characters who are working together and are essentially sisters, we get a huge dose of girls supporting girls in this book, which I totally liked. If there's a trope we need to see more of, it's that one. Your thoughts, please.
This trope shows how important friendship and teamwork are. It is great to read about characters who lift each other up and work together to overcome challenges. This kind of friendship and teamwork is something we definitely need more of in books and real life. It's all about empowerment and having each other's backs.
Well, Subira, you're new to us, and we have been wondering What do you think of the North Star program of Bookbibuli?
The North Star reading program, designed to engage young readers, features a dynamic blend of deep diving and let out sessions. During deep diving sessions, readers immerse themselves in detailed analysis of the text, exploring themes, characters, and plot intricacies, encouraging critical thinking and a deeper understanding of the material. This is complemented by let out sessions where readers express their interpretations and emotional responses creatively through discussions, art, drama, or writing activities. This balanced approach ensures that readers not only comprehend the text on a profound level but also find joy and personal connection in their reading experience, fostering a lifelong love of literature.
I have thought a lot about this book and the similarities between it and the actual Mahabharata. And I'm wondering why only the Pandavas and not any of the other characters in the story.
Focusing on the Pandavas makes the story easier to follow and more relatable. They are heroes in the Mahabharata, and highlighting their adventures helps keep the plot exciting. Plus, it's fun to see how the author reimagines these legendary characters in a modern setting.
This book had a lot of imagination and it was incredibly funny. It's one of those books where you think, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? And of course, we have some other great characters in this novel. Boo, the girl's pigeon guardian, Hanuman, Urvashi, part of the council, the girl's godly parents, which we are not spoiling for the others, but we have to talk about our favorite characters and tell the audience why.
Yes, I agree. This book cheers you up no end when you are in a bad mood. It is also the kind of book which never gives you boredom, no matter how many times you read it. This book is very imaginative and funny. It is great to see how the author took inspiration from mythology and created something fresh and unique. Sometimes the best ideas come from combining old stories with new twists. This book is bursting with creativity and humor.
I adore Jokshi's writing. It's playful and funny, not fancy, but it's still beautiful. And we would like to know that what did Subira think about it?
My favorite has to be Boo. He's such a quirky and funny character. Even though he's a pigeon, he's full of wisdom and always knows how to guide Aru and Minnie. His personality really adds a lot of humor and charm to the story. He's funny and helpful, and his quirky personality makes him very memorable. Apart from Bo, my favorite character is Minnie. She's always fair, very brave, and makes the right choice no matter what. I also loved how Chokshi's writing made the story come alive. Her playful and funny style kept me hooked, and I also enjoyed how she made the characters feel real and relatable.
Thank you very much, Subira, for being with us today.
It's been so much fun diving into Aru and Minnie's world, thinking about all the things that made this story special. I hope you had fun listening as well.
Aru Shah and the End of Time. It's a middle grade fantasy novel inspired by Hindu mythology. It follows 12-year-old Aru Shah, who discovers she is a reincarnation of one of the five Pandava brothers and must embark on a mission to save the world. She's a compulsive liar, which I quite liked. She's a unique middle grade protagonist, not a classic heroine. In the book, she sets off a chain of events by her actions, which she tries to change. She's morally a grey character. She's good, but also she's a preteen who does not really grasp the concepts of good, bad, and just wants to be accepted. Sounds familiar, huh? Then there's Minnie, the other primary character. She's incredibly knowledgeable about medical topics. She's Aru's soul sister. Again, a very intricately detailed character with quirks and very, very impressive intelligence. So, both the main protagonists are very, very interesting. And now it's time for Bookbibuli Read Reco. Aru and Minnie's relationship showcases a wonderful trope, which we have said earlier also, girls supporting girls. This is something we need to see more of. The novel also has great supporting characters. Boo, the girl's pigeon guardian, members of the council. The pacing of the novel is perfect with simple language. It serves as a wonderful introduction of Hindu mythology and of possibly the biggest epic in the world. The books leading to this book are Stormrunner, The Dragon Pearl, and Ballad and Dagger. And the obvious book to be read after this one, obviously, is Aru Shah and The Song of Death. Until next week, better read, read better.